Okay, new event, new weapon. Yeah, Tholian Assault Cannon. Some minigun variant idea that's honestly, there's no way a Tholian would ever use this, but repurposing Tholian technology into something that humans could use, sure, why not? Although, realistically, one of the functions on this is something that you don't see Tholian NPCs ever do, so maybe they should add that. That would be an interesting thing to have them do to you. They are kind of, milk toast and less threatening than certain other NPCs. Realistically, the gimmick with Tholians is that they use radiation damage, which this thing does. So, the fact that they use radiation damage means that normal armor doesn't work, but any armor that has radiation resistance makes them far less threatening than they would be otherwise. Anyways, so this is the item for the current event. None of that's actually all that interesting. So yeah, here you are. AoE primary fire to rain radiation damage. Secondary and tertiary boost. Notice how it doesn't refer to them as firing modes. It calls them abilities. Which, yeah, that's interesting. See, because the secondary is a web grenade launcher. It's called a web grenade, but it pulls in enemies and roots them in place. Yeah. It's kind of like Graviton Spike as a secondary fire mode. I'm thinking this is something that would work nicely with that. Dang it, I blanked on the kit module's name. There's a tactical kit module from one of the old lock boxes whose sole purpose is to forcibly recharge your primary fire or recharge your secondary fire when you're using the primary fire. And on this weapon, because it has a special secondary fire, hmm, yeah, spam that. Okay. Also, one of the specializations has that as a specialization benefit anyway. So, depending on your builds and which spec you chose, the kit module might be completely redundant. Anyway, though, however, overheat mode, that's a little different. See, as a tertiary, I'm not sure that those things for forced recharge actually work on it. This is a short description. Makes you wonder what it does, doesn't it? Well, someone on Discord was helpful and provided people a tooltip because this person apparently bought it out and this is what they got. Okay, cool. Thanks for the information, dudes. Anyways, so like I said, the primary fire is basically the primary fire of a minigun, but it's radiation damage. Okay, web grenade launcher applies imploding web grenade. Radiation damage pulls in enemies 25-foot radius, root for 8 seconds. So it's like a web mine that yanks things to the detonation center. Okay. I mean, one thing that occurs to me is notice how it says affects foe 5 max. Yeah, minigun primary fire is technically an AoE. So you pull enemies into a close knit group like that, and then you can hit multiples with the primary fire. Then we have overheat. Oh yeah, that's another thing. This only has an 18-second recharge by default. Using things to cut that down. Oh boy, so much spamming. Anyway, and this here, 20-second recharge. The effect only lasts 5 seconds. Not ideal, but whatever. Throw down a web grenade, hit this, then fire off the primary fire a few times. Hmm, I don't know of any way to force this to recharge faster, but crit chance increased by 40%. Oh, and the damage done by 15%. I think that's a Cat 1 damage boost, so it's really not going to actually give you a huge damage boost directly. Increasing your crit chance is insane, especially I'm not sure if it comes with crit D times 3 or if the guy who made the screenshot re-engineered it to have crit D times 3, but crit D times 3 seems highly useful when you have critical hit chance increased by 40%. Yeah. Oh, and in case you're wondering what it looks like when you're wearing it, looks like this. Okay. Looks like a lot of fun. Yep. And that is all I got for this one. The Tholian assault weapon is misspelled on this blog post, at least in the picture. But it looks interesting. Oh yeah, so someone told me it does nice damage when you pair it with covert assault drone. Hmm, sounds like something to try out later, which in my case will be much later since I don't feel like doing a buyout on this thing. It's neat, but I don't need it that badly. I will, of course, do my best to get it. Just, not this today. All right. Well, see you guys later.